Hello, good morning. It's a brand new week. My name is Denisia Pomaide. Welcome to AM News. In our very first story, former Member of Parliament for the Komenda Edina Eguafu Brim constituency, Engineer Nana Ato Arthur, has called on supporters of the New Patriotic Party NPP in the area to close ranks and rally behind Dr Bawumia as the party looks ahead to the 2028 general elections. He described Dr Bawumia's victory in the constituency during the 2026 presidential primary as a major morale booster for the NPP and urged delegates and party faithfuls to prioritize unity and hard work to enable the party recapture power in 2028.
In the Komenda Edina Eguafu Brim constituency, Dr Bawumia secured 475 votes out of 959 total votes cast, emerging as winner in the constituency. According to the former Member of Parliament for the area, Engineer Nana Ato Arthur, although Dr Bawumia lost in the 2023 primaries, the 2026 primary gave him a resounding victory, expressing gratitude to all contributors.
We lost here in 2023, but in 2026, Dr. Bawumia won resoundly. We want to take this opportunity once again to thank everybody. We all worked together. Having said this, let me say that all of us in KEEA do admit that the win is for NPP. It is not for only Dr. Bawumia. And that whoever supported Honorable Ken, whoever supported Dr. Brian Achampong, whoever supported Dr. Dukum, whoever supported Senior Engineer Kwabena Japan, we should all come home. We should all come home. NPP has won.
He also emphasized that Dr. Bawumia's victory in the just-ended primary is a collective one, calling on all delegates in the constituency to work in unity for greater victory in 2028.
The flag bearer will admit that it is NPP that has won in Ghana. On this note, I call on everybody in KEEA to be with the constituency chairman, the secretary, the organizer, and everybody, including myself. The battle has just begun. It is the Lord's, but it starts with us. And we believe that in 2028, Dr. Bawumia will be the next president of the Republic of Ghana. And KEEA must be counted. The KEEA constituency must be counted as part of those constituencies that has made Bawumia the president of the Republic of Ghana.
From KEEA, Abigail Lissel and Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
Away from the NPP presidential primary, President John Mahama has departed Accra for Dubai in the United Arab Emirates to participate in this year's World Government Summit. The president is traveling aboard an aircraft provided by the UAE government following an official invitation to the high-level forum, which brings together global leaders, policymakers and business executives to discuss governance, innovation and global development. Following the summit in Dubai, the president will proceed to Zambia for a 3-day state visit at the invitation of President Hakainde Hichilema. Maxwell Agbagba, Presidential Affairs Correspondent, reports.
According to a statement by the spokesperson to the President and Minister for Government Communications, the President is scheduled to participate in the World Government Summit 2026, scheduled from 2nd February to 4th February. According to the statement, the President will be transported to Dubai on board a special aircraft provided by the ruler of the UAE, which will also take him and his delegation to Zambia to commence the 3-day state visit from 4th to the 6th February. During the visit, President Mahama will hold bilateral talks with the President of Zambia on issues of mutual interest, including strengthening diplomatic relations, enhancing trade and investment cooperation, and exploring collaborative opportunities within the framework of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA. A key highlight of the visit will be President Mahama's address to the Parliament of Zambia, where he's expected to share Ghana's vision for a more integrated and prosperous Africa. President Mahama will also meet with members of the Ghanaian community in Lusaka to interact with compatriots living and working in Zambia. There will also be a Ghana-Zambia business dialogue co-chaired by President Mahama and the Zambian president. The dialogue will provide a platform for Ghana to showcase its digital technologies and fintech services to Zambian businesses and government institutions, fostering economic partnerships and knowledge exchange between the two countries.
In other stories, a member of the BBF Foundation, Dr. Daniel Ampe, has appealed to government, political authorities and private stakeholders to prioritize the welfare of society's most vulnerable, particularly residents in remote communities. Making the appeal during a donation exercise to needy persons in Cape Coast and Elmina, Dr. Esumedu stressed that support for vulnerable groups must go beyond rhetoric and be backed by concrete, sustained action to improve livelihoods and ensure inclusive development.
Are open. Join us as we keep creating impact every 30th January.
For the BBF Foundation, its core mission is to promote a better life for all, a vision it's demonstrated through a donation to needy and vulnerable persons in Cape Coast and Elmina. According to a member of the foundation and lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Dr. Daniel Ampe, although government continues to make efforts, many vulnerable citizens, particularly those in remote communities, still require critical support.
I know that there are a lot of pressure on the government, helping those who are from poor background. But I believe that there are a lot of people out there who need their support, especially those in the remote areas who cannot have a voice in our community. Can you imagine, we went to one community in a Koforidua lecture area, and we met one man who is into charcoal production. Unfortunately for him, he went to work one day and he got burnt by the charcoal. I mean, the situation became worse because he couldn't have money for operation. Now as we speak, it's been 10 years, this man is in a wheelchair. And to make the case more precarious, the one who is even taking care of him, who is his uncle, is also gone blind. How can this person survive? We heard of this news, took it upon ourselves to visit this man, donate to this man, and he was happy.
Sharing the story of one of the beneficiaries, Dr. Esumedu called on government and private stakeholders to show greater commitment to supporting the most vulnerable members of society.
I believe the MP, the DCE, the MC in that electoral village can help those in needy in that area. And it's a call to the government, a call to our political leaders to help the poor in our communities. We can do our part. We can't do everything. We are calling on stakeholders, private businessmen, investors, philanthropists, benefactors to come on board to support this foundation so that we can do more than we are doing this year.
The CEO of the foundation, Kwame Holmes, emphasized that support should go beyond actions and be backed by words as well, reinforcing the appeal to authorities to do more.
The little advice I will give to the family is, you see, it is always not about giving money. We have some people, what they need is words of encouragement, how you are going to comfort them. So we advise and then we plead with the families and then friends that when people comes into these situations and just say that is their end of their life, we just plead that they should just try and then comfort them.
Some of the beneficiaries expressed their gratitude for the timely support.
You didn't know your bro is coming. More that break a hair with that break, grandpa, so. So, until mum. 9 times is painful. Be a baby, but one for my son.
From Elmina, Abigail Lissel in Chroma reports for Joy News.
Now, still in the central region, the regional minister Ekopinyi Ochre-Duama has pledged to sustain and also strengthen the school feeding program in the region by prioritizing the use of homegrown produce. He explained that sourcing fresh, locally produced food is key to providing nutritious and healthy meals for school children, adding that by December this year, all essentials for the program in the region will be obtained entirely from local farmers.
The Central Regional Minister identified the health and well-being of students as one of his foremost priorities, a commitment that has led him to set an ambitious target for the school feeding program in the region. On a visit to inspect farms started by the minister and former illegal miners last year, Honorable Ekopinyi Ochre emphasized essentials for school feeding in the region are expected to be sourced entirely from homegrown produce, beginning with yields from the farms.
So my target is that by the end of the year, everything school feeding, with the exception of few, angwa and other few things, we expect that. In fact, I understand that the concept of school feeding is to be able to, patronize the local made, food stuff. That is, buying from the local market. And so that has to be harnessed. Indeed, if you do that, it means that people are going to get work to do. There are things that we may have to import. That's like oil and tin tomato and what have you. But then if we are growing fresh tomatoes, why not? We can use them. Now, if I'm going to get 50, but according to the school feeding coordinator, the 50 can supply, 1,000 people for over a month or two. And so I think that by the end of the year, we're going to start cultivation of vegetables at the down south and ensure that we give them fresh. And I said earlier, contemporary and other things will be available in 3 months. We will ensure, with the plantain and other things, we ensure that we feed them. The target is to feed the school feeding. In that way, we are going to ensure that what they produce will be nutritious, and then the cost too will be managed, and that they will also be able to give them enough food to eat.
The Central Regional School Feeding Coordinator, Janet Kwanzaa, accompanying the regional minister, appreciated the initiative and called on other leaders to emulate the move in order to sustain and strengthen the program across the region.
So I'm urging everybody that will get close MMDCs, that they too, they will be part of it. MPs, they will be part of it, so that we can give food to our children, we can supply them food, and at the end of the day, school feeding will be so successful in this Mahama government. Our president is helping us. He's paying us as I'm speaking. Today or by next week, caterers will receive their money. They will not pay 15 days. They will pay all the 75 days that they have cooked. So I'm pleading everybody that they should join Honorable Ekopinyi so that whatever we are doing and whatever he is doing, we will do it together, and Ghana will be a better Ghana.
Some workers on the farm also welcomed the initiative, noting that the regional minister's agenda will create employment and ensure healthy meals for their children.
The Central Regional Minister.
Women from Teshiman help me on the farms. Each day, they earn 100 cedis. That means everyone earns something at the end of the day, easing their economic lives. Being able to make a living means our children can go to school. Also, we are happy that the regional minister wants to send our youths to schools. This will encourage us to do our best and work harder. From Teshiman, Abigail Lissol in Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
Away from the central region, enrollment in Ahafo region's technical and vocational education and training institutions has surged, with over 3,000 students admitted for the 2025-2026 academic year. Regional TVET authorities say the rise reflects growing confidence in skills-based education and the impact of sector reforms. Seth Asari Bediakon, Ahafo TVET director, adds that parents, officials and stakeholders now view vocational training as key to job creation, industrial growth and also regional development. Correspondent Emmanuel Edujemfi reports.
The Ahafo Regional Director of Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Seth Asari Bediakon, says years of negative perceptions about TVET are rapidly fading. Mr. Asari Bediakon was speaking at a one-day capacity building workshop held in Bechem for 260 teaching and non-teaching staff drawn from technical, vocational education and training institutions across the Ahafo region.
Now, everybody has come to realize that we've made a mistake. as a country as large. If like we started this TVET education earlier on, Ghana wouldn't have been as we are witnessing now. So now, one of our core mandates as service is that we are transforming Ghana through TVET.
He cited distinguished sons and daughters of the region who are reshaping the narrative around schools training.
Our own brother from our region, Alexibua, he has a skill that now he's a big-time contractor in Nimon Ghana Limited. When you go to the regional capital of Ahafo, Eric J, he has a big fashion design school, of which it is producing a lot of learners who are fashion designers. Now I can even tell you that somebody who was a professional nurse is no more into the nursing, has turned into a fashion designer. Because a lot of profit is in the TVET institution.
Mr. Asare-Bediako described the surge in admissions for the 2025-2026 academic year in the region as a major milestone in the region's human capital transformation.
This year alone, 2025-2026 academic year, admissions we did in our region was over 3,000. It shows clearly that the enrollment level has gone high, and it is due to the erroneous impression that has been eradicated from the system. Now everybody knows that TVET institution is the best way to go, and indeed it is a game changer.
Some principals of institutions described the workshop as a game changer, which would enhance instructional quality, administrative efficiency, and staff capacity across the region's TVET institutions.
It's been really impactful because I've learned that we need to go by the procurement processes so that we are not found pointing by the law. We also need to pass every item that we purchase for procure through the stores.
And as a principal, it's a lesson learned, and I believe my colleagues have also done same or received same, and we are not going to be caught into the public account committee.
There are a lot of agitations in taking TVET institutions. I mean the facilitators. So he taught all of us how they should channel their grievances to authorities.
Emmanuel Edujemfi reports from Bichim in the Ahafo region for Joy News.
Now, the 2026 edition of the Joy FM Big Workout came to a colorful close on Saturday at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, bringing together fitness, fun and entertainment in a celebration of healthy living. Hundreds of participants thronged the stadium in the early hours of the morning for the traditional health walk, which sets the tone for the day's activities. Corporate executives, fitness enthusiasts and young professionals traded their weekday routines for sneakers and active wear as they embarked on a brisk, coordinated walk through the key parts of Accra.
The event opened with warm-up and stretching sessions to prepare participants for the activities ahead. This was followed by a brisk fitness walk from the stadium, accompanied by a lively brass band through Presec, UPSA and Baulishi, before returning to the starting point. Back at the stadium, participants took part in further stretching and an energetic aerobic session led by professional instructors, which kept the crowd fully engaged and energized until the very end. Speaking to some participants on the ground, they described the workout as refreshing and motivating, noting that the experience has encouraged them to make fitness and healthy living a regular part of their daily routine.
I've exercised and I could see that I'm really fit now.
Everybody's well energized, well strengthened. Somebody even telling me that he's lost 1,000 pounds. So it's been a wonderful event. Thank you so much, Joy FM.
It was very excited and I'm really happy to join.
Because work is benefit for us since you're working.
It's now time for some business update. The Ahanta Pele, Samuel Kojubris, will bring you that right after this breather.
Well, let's do some business updates now. And economist and former director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, ISE, Professor Peter Kote, has welcomed the Bank of Ghana's decision to proceed with its gold liquidation program, citing its positive impact on the economy. Speaking to Joy Business, he explained that the move poses no immediate risks as the country's foreign reserves and import cover remains strong.
I think the central bank just used the reserves for other strategic moves, and I don't find anything wrong with that with that action. Once it is able to do that to finance if it's forex or any other purchase, it depends on the season. There are times seasons that they have excess liquidity, excess forex. There are times that there's intense forex demand, and they need to meet some of this demand. So I personally don't find anything wrong with that. It's within their mandate to do so. It doesn't create risk. It is very much justified. It doesn't create risk because even if you look at the level now, I mean, our reserves are still quite high compared to some months or some periods in the past. And therefore, I don't see there's any potential risk that might cause. I mean, if we deplete so rapidly and we don't, our import cover falls so low, then that's where there's the cause for alarm. But at the moment, I think it's too early to want to conclude.
And that's all in business update. Back to you, Denesia.
Thank you, Ahanta Pili, Samuel Kujubris. And that's it for AM News. For more news, I know a place, myjoyonline.com. My name is Denisia Pomaide. Up next is sports. Do enjoy the rest of the show.